It's time! The next Crochet Along is a crochet or knit pocket love heart for the Children's Heart Surgery Fund. The deadline is December 31st, 2025, so we have plenty of time to make hundreds of special hearts for the charity. I'd love it if you could get involved. Make as many or as little as you want. This is the one that I made. This is my prototype. The tutorial for this heart is below the video so you can get involved. Now you only need 2 rows in this particular tutorial, not the 3. If you do end up making 3 rows, don't panic, it's not a big deal. The size that we're looking for is 7 centimeters wide by 6 centimeters in length, and the width 1 to 2 centimeters. You can make padded ones if you want as well. You can make it in any colour, cotton, acrylic or wool, but no thicker than a DK UK size. The address to then post your hearts to will also be in the description below. So if you want to get involved in this new Crochet Along, these hearts are so easy to make and are so very cute. They're going to be put on a piece of card with a message and they'll be called pocket hearts. So this morning I decided to take a trip for a little bit of inspiration for Halloween, fall, and as it turns out, a little bit of Christmas as well. I started off in the range, which is not far from where I live, and they had a lovely selection of stuff. Huge selection, in fact. They had these gorgeous candles, they had cushion covers, pumpkins, cups, duvets, pretty much anything you can think of. These really ugly looking candles, plenty of those. This pumpkin, quite like those ones, but I do like the handmade ones that I make better. A selection of smelly stuff, candles, dried flowers, potpourri, and what I was really impressed with in the range was they had this lovely craft selection of make your own amigurumi foxes, knit your own pumpkin, paper quilling, all of these really nice craft kits that you can get your teeth into. They had some gorgeous colours of yarn. This selection here I think was a really good deal, £4 for all of these. You've got these individual ones as well, some chunky and plenty of chenille as well. Not really sure what you're meant to do with these. You're supposed to stick them on something else because they weren't really thick enough to use as coasters. Maybe you just put them around your house. Anyway, I was very surprised to see the amount of Christmas stuff. I was really like, really? You do know it's not even September yet. It's August 28th when I'm making this video. Caught sight of myself in the mirror. Couldn't resist a little nosy. Upstairs there were so many rows and rows of Christmas stuff, from Santas to Santa lights, decorations, baubles, all sorts. These quite caught my eye. I thought they were very cute. I liked these wooden soldiers as well, lots of wreaths, and the homewares for spooky Halloween were really good. Even a bathroom selection so you can have a spooky bath mat. I couldn't help but go upstairs and have a look at the haberdashery collection. Some nice fat quarters that I found down the bottom here, but I've got plenty. I don't need any more. Could do with some plain ones, but that seemed to be a difficulty to find any plain ones. This chenille yarn would make so many gorgeous pumpkins. I was very, very tempted at this point to get some of those. I took a look at the cotton yarn, but I am going to order some Lily Sugar and Cream, which I've seen on TikTok shop, which I prefer. It's slightly thicker. I think it's an Aran weight and I prefer it. It's not quite as fiddly as these DK sized cotton. I then strolled across the street to go to Home Bargains, which was next door. And in Home Bargains, their selection was pretty good for Halloween as well, but no Halloween crafty stuff, none whatsoever. There was The Night Before Christmas, lots of pumpkin, children's clothing, dressing up clothing, you know, plastic mats, light up sticks. But I did have a nice little trip out. So I may or may have not broken my yarn ban. I've been on a yarn ban for at least 2 months, maybe a bit longer than that. But I have just been to the range, if you've just seen, and they had the most gorgeous orange chenille yarn. Now, you know that I'm not really into chenille. I find it sometimes can come away and be annoying. But I made some blankets recently, customer orders, which came out so well and looked like just a big ball of cotton wool. They were so soft and gorgeous. I thought, why not try some pumpkins with some orange chenille? And as you will have just seen as well, the range had such an awesome collection of colours. I couldn't help myself. Look at that colour! £1.99 a ball. It is chenille by Devonte. I have used the range yarn before, but I've never been particularly impressed. I think I've turned into a yarn snob. But the colours that they had and what they had on offer was just brilliant. As you saw, I went into both shops. I went into the range. I also went into Home Bargains as well. But the range by far had the best selection. They had lots of autumn colours and it was just really good stuff, really good inspirational stuff. Everything from punch needles to crochet kits to all sorts of stuff to do with autumn and Halloween, which is fantastic. So I bought 4 of these. So I've broken my yarn ban just for some chenille yarn because I know they're going to make some fantastic pumpkins. I will give you an update on what I've made so far when I get home. Right, it's now 2:30. Alfie has just nearly attacked the Amazon guy who was dropping something off I ordered 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago it took to come. I didn't realise it was coming from abroad. It was my bad, really. You know when you go on eBay and certain sites and then it ends up coming from China? Well, that's what happened. Right, so I'll show you what it looks like. It's very good, actually. And all of a sudden, I can't get it off. And I've only just put it on. How do I take it off? There we go. So you probably can't see, but I'll try and hold it up so you can. There we are. I had put on it ICD Pacemaker Artificial Valve. It's this lovely rainbow colour and it has these silver clips to clip it together. And now I've done this, I probably can't get it back together, can I? Oh, God. I didn't think that through. Now, Simon's received an enormous box in the kitchen. It's a ridiculous size. I didn't know he'd got anything coming. And it kind of looks like it's pig bags. It looks like there's a design on it that looks like pigs. I've no idea. So when he gets home, we'll find out. He's off at work and he's on a site where it's just really rubbish phone signal. But I'm really interested to know what the heck it is. It kind of looks like a lid or a bag and it's pink with a pig on it. What would a guy who's obsessed with guitars and antiques want with a pig bag? I mean, he is a bit out there. He just is, as you probably know. And he used to get on a regular basis mystery boxes from eBay. I've just been watching Catnip. I don't know if you've ever heard of Catnip. I came across it on YouTube quite some time ago. I think she's called Kay or Katie, and she does her own designs, graphic designs and things, and she just shut a business after 7 years. But she's going to continue doing work, but in a different way. I think it became too stressful. It's that 7-year thing, isn't it? 7 years happens to me too. I had my studio for 7 years. I'm now up to 7-year point of having the HVC channel. My vocal tutor company that I ran for 11 years, that wasn't 7, that was 11. Yeah, it's kind of a 7-year itch thing when you have to reassess, I guess. For me, it's a 7-month, 7-year thing. I don't know if it's the same for you, but do let me know. So I'm still working away on Halloween stuff. I'm still on with this one. I've had a message from John at the shop. He sent me a picture of some Halloween key rings that have been sent to the shop. I have no idea who they're from because he said there's no name, but there's ghosts and pumpkins in there, which is just gorgeous. So I will check the box out when I get to the shop tomorrow. But thank you so much to whoever has made those. I really appreciate it. You don't have to send them for free. I don't mind paying for these things because I just get money from them. But the ones that were supplied last time, they're all the money from those is going to go to the Heart Charity, which is just lovely. So thank you for that. I possibly will get onto some pumpkins today, but I do have a date for my Halloween drop now, which is the 1st of September, which is next Monday. So next Monday on my website, which is linked below, all of the items that I have currently made will, by that point, will go onto the website. They'll also go into the shop, and I will be continued to add to it, all depending on demand. I was going to stop and just make a certain amount and that's it. But I'd like to add a few more things, and depending on whether people want them or not, is I will stop. If they stop selling, I'll stop making them. Because I've got these lovely bright colours, this collection, but I'm really missing the rustic idea. This gorgeous orange I bought this morning, and some oranges that I've got that I think would just make some wonderful pumpkins. I'd kind of like to make some more that I can put in the window of the shop. So I won't completely stop making Halloween stuff. I've decided I'm going to continue adding bits depending on demand and what people want, really. And if you've got any special custom orders for Halloween from the Halloween collection, Creepy Crochet, just let me know when it comes out on Monday. I can do different colours. I can, do kind of whatever. If things sell out, if you want one, I can make another one. I think I need to carry on with this crochet cushion cover, and then I'd really like to have a go with the chenille yarn to make some pumpkins. I've still got Abby's jumper over there, which I'm doing bits on as well in between times. I think I might be obsessed with pumpkins. I just got bored with this one, so I've put it over there. So for the last maybe half an hour, these pumpkins are so fast to make. If I haven't said, there is a tutorial on this channel of how to make these pumpkins with the cinnamon stick in the top, but I can also show you how to make a stalk with just crochet as well. But look at these colours. Look at that. I had to figure out how many colours I could fit in the amount of rows and how many rows were each colour, so that you got 5 sides. I think maybe I should have started with black, but then again, as it turned out, I quite like it. It looks really unique with these different colours like that. I have run out of the purple. I have no more of that purple, so I found a bright blue in my stash, which I've only got a tiny bit left of, and I've used that. So I have sewn my end, this end. I'm just going to squeeze in the top part now. I left myself a really long piece of yarn. It helps when you're sewing stuff together. So what I'm going to do is thread through the bottom, through the top, ladies. I have got some really long doll needles that are great for this, but because it's not that wide, it's fine. And now I'm going to just scoot round this to draw it in. I like to start with the black. Well, I'm going to start with the black. So pull that like so, run it round so we're creating like a drawstring. And when I pull it together, I'm going to leave a tiny little gap because I'm going to stick a cinnamon stick into the top of it. But yeah, I think I might be slightly obsessed with pumpkins. I'm going to do a chenille one next. Last year I got bored of them so quick and I was like, oh, I don't want to make any more. But this year I'm just making loads. So we're nearly there, nearly round. I've realised the camera's pointing the other way so you can't see what I'm doing. I'm just basically going in and out of the top row so that it can draw string together. There we are. I've got a huge amount of filling still. Right, squeeze. Leave yourself a little bit of a hole for your cinnamon stick, of which I've got a few left. That's about right. And then I'm just going to thread my yarn in around the centre. I'm trying to thread it so you can't see the black. Kind of looks like oh god, I can't even say it. A beach ball. My chair's going down on its own. There we go. So I'm going to check that my cinnamon stick will fit. I got 4 left from last year. I like to break them in half. Get more out of them that way. They weren't cheap either. So we'll check it fits. Yep. Chair's going right down. Hang on. Right, so I'll move this way so you can see what else I'm doing now. Now I'm going to put the sides on. Let's make it basically like a pumpkin. So you're going to start there, pull it round, through the bottom, pull it through the top, and that creates the side. And I want to get it so where the colour changes, it kind of goes in like that. And I'm going to work my way around doing that. So I've now done, look at it, it's so cute, my god. So you can't actually see that I've used black yarn unless you kind of go in and see that I've used black to go around it. But I think it looks super cute. It's not exactly pumpkin colours, but I wanted it to go with the bright stuff that I've already got. So now I'm going to put my cinnamon stick in. Trying not to break the cinnamon stick. There we are, and now I've got some old string that I think gives it a really cool look. I think my string should have been, no, I think my string should have been longer. I'm having string problems. Look! How cute is that? Gorgeous. I'm very pleased. I'm going to add it to the others over here. So it completely makes sense now with the different colours on. If you look at the other selection that I've got, if we just move around from the blue, it kind of works. It's not exactly Halloween colours, but I just thought it was fun and it was bright to go with the other stuff. Excuse the bin. I have to lift the bin off the floor or Alfie pulls stuff out of it. I'm going to have to go with some of this and make a pumpkin with this one. This is harder to work with than I thought. The colour is absolutely gorgeous, but it is a little bit fiddly. I think the larger hook is better. I've gone for a 6.5, but it's tricky finding the stitches of where you're going through. You can see by my foundation chain it's not the best, but then again I'm going to join it together there anyway. So I'll show you how I get on. But in the meantime, this is the huge box of Simon's. You can just see there's something pink in there and it looks piggy or something, I don't know. Feels like, I don't know. Could that be a helmet? I think that's a helmet. Honestly don't know. I don't know. We're going to have to wait till he gets home so we can find out.
Alright, here we go. This box was £20 from the eBay. And it says it's got 100 things in it, maybe for the shop. So, number 1. It looks like, bloody hell, what is it? A piggy backpack. That's what you need, a piggy backpack. Lovely. Now then, is that Christmas lights? Lovely, some Christmas lights. Oh no, what's this? Harry and Meghan cup. I don't know if they'll sell. 2 of those. Bloody hell. Oh no, there's more stuff. Harry and Meghan bag. 2, 3 of those. put those in the back bit there. With the cat and piggy thing. So what's this? Silver square. Oh, it's tablecloth. I want those. Two. Some silly straws with mermaids on. Another couple of backpacks and pencil cases. Oh, they're nice. Alright, those. Don't know what that is. Fairy door. Another one of those. Another one of those. Some more fairy door sticker things. Coronation flags. Quite a few of those. There seems to be a theme here. More fairy lights. There's some good stuff in here. What are these? Ah, what's that? It's a Merry Christmas elf wish jar. Well, I'm very impressed so far with this stuff. There's still loads left. Another one of those. It's like Christmas presents for people. The Queen flag. Colouring books. Christmas as well. The shop's going to be very Christmassy. Crayola pens. Bloody hell. They've got to be worth some money. Like 4 of them. Crayola pens. I know. What's we got in here? What's this? It's a baby blankie. There's some really good stuff in here. Fairy lights. More flags. The Queen flag. I must have loads of those. Oh, that's been packaged well. Christmas pie, doesn't matter. Let's bend that in, that'll fit. I'll get that in there. What we got here? Jumbo tags for Christmas stuff. We're going to have a Christmas sale on, I think. Some tat. Frozen tat. Frozen tat. They must have just a big box to put stuff in and then go chuck a bit of everything in. What's this? Metal lantern or flickering candle. That's good. There's some really good stuff in here. What's that going to be worth? At least £5 for that, won't you? The old box cost 20 quid. Some more foily stuff. I think that's tablecloth. Another whoopee crochet. Some sticky on suction cups. Ah, what's that? It's like a do-it-yourself jewellery thing. That now. Another whoopee cushion. Guess what everybody's getting for Christmas? Some lights. Lovely lights. Ah, some hats. Some jingly bells and hats. Oh, there's some good stuff in here. Jingle bells. Squish that. An owl. Jingle bells. Oh, we're getting near the bottom now. Suction cups. Another piggy backpack. Some sort of sticky on flower. More crayons. What's that? Another baby blanket. Shrink as I grow. Don't know what that means and what it does. Oh, Royal Loom Bandset, that same as that other thing. Bloody hell, there's loads in it. Scratch off Christmas countdown behaviour calendar. Oh dear. Bubbles! Another loom band thing. I mean, how much are those? They must be £2.
Right, it is now 9:25. I'm still crocheting. Hello, Alfie. He wants to bring me a ball. I am watching the Thursday Murder Club. It's really good. I'm proper enjoying it. It's on Netflix. Let me know if you've watched it yet. I think it's only just hit Netflix. It's got so many different actors in it, from David Tennant to... Sorry, that's Alfie. Helen Mirren and just all these awesome actors. It's really fun. Apparently it's a book written by the guy that's on House of Games, Richard something, who I can't remember the name of. But I'm really enjoying it. Before this, I watched a true crime drama, which was really fascinating, about a wife, Molly, who apparently killed her husband, but they can't really prove it. It was fascinating. Sorry, we're having issues. I think he wants cheese. Just a minute. There's nothing left. Simon had a pizza. He had a really long, stressful day. So he ordered a pizza in, and I think Alfie wants the little bit of pizza that's left. But it's only a tiny little bit. So anyway, it's a really good film. I'm proper enjoying it. Also, the documentary was fascinating as well. It was like, oh, she did it. No, he did it. She did it. He did it. It was pretty much like that the whole way through. So it's definitely worth watching. I will find out what the name was. So I'm not sure what it was called. I will have a look. There's that many true crime dramas now on Netflix. It's really hard to know. So Simon's gone off to bed now. And I'm going to do a little bit more crochet before bed. I'm not normally up this late, but I got watching the film, watching a bit of TV. I'm quite enjoying myself. I've made 2 pumpkins with that lovely chenille yarn. It took a minute getting used to it, but now I've got used to it. It's gorgeous. It's really pretty. And I've made my own stems with crochet brown. Has it rained? I've realised looking around it's very wet, but I didn't hear any rain. Mind you, I have been looking at the telly for the last 2 hours, and I've probably sat on a wet seat. Anyway, I best sign off for tonight. I'll see you in the morning. It's now Friday. It is 10:05. I have got all the new stock here ready to put out. I've started pricing up all of the essential oils. I had a really good day yesterday. I enjoyed going to Pontefract Park. There's a little cafe there. Sat in there, did a bit of crochet. I worked on the heart, as you will have seen, for the Children's Heart Surgery Fund. I then had a nice afternoon doing admins and more crochet. Watched a bit of telly. The true crime, followed by the Thursday Murder Club, which I've not finished watching yet. I just got really tired, so I've got about 3/4 of the way through. I watched a little bit this morning as well, so I'm going to finish watching it once I've put all this stuff out. Now, the new little key rings that have arrived have come from Hove, so whoever's in Hove, thank you so much for these. So we've got 3 more of the pumpkins and 3 ghosties as well. So I've put them on the stand, and I'll be putting them on the website in a minute. But I've got all this other stuff to put out first. Today looks like it's going to be a long one. I've got to do all this lot. Then I've got some crochet stuff to finish. Then it's the crochet afternoon, where Carolyn's coming in, who does the haberdashery, and Trudy, my student, and her mum possibly are coming in. And I've realised I've left the chairs at home, so I'm going to have to come up with a plan. And then I need to pack everything for the market tomorrow. It's this point I wish there was 2 of me, where I get help to do some of this stuff, but what I earn doesn't warrant having 2 people here right now. But there we go. I best crack on then. I've got all this to put out. Right then, it is now 3:30. What a day! Wow, we've had quite a good amount of sales. We've had people in the haberdashery, and Carolyn was here at the time one of the ladies came in, Linda, who's made some hats for the shop last year. And she was looking for certain things, and Carolyn just happened to be here. So they organised some baby buttons and stuff like that, so that was really good. And we've had the crochet afternoon. We got Trudy in again today. And also Carolyn came along, who does the haberdashery. She joined us, so we were all working on granny squares. It's been overall a really successful afternoon. I got some biscuits. We got to have biscuits at a crochet time. I'm now at the point where I've put it back together, the space back together. Luckily most things are on wheels, so that I can push them all back in. We've got a potential new seller who's going to join us. and have this wall, I can pull off my bags and hats, and she makes baby clothes. Not crochet or knit, actual material made baby clothes. So they could go up there, and I said she can also have some space on the rails as well. So we're just fingers crossed, that could be fantastic. So now I need to get me plastic bags. I've got some massive shopping bags, you know, the big bag for life type bags. And I'm going to work my way around the shop, take stuff off the shelves again to take to the market tomorrow. But let me show you before I do how neat it looks. And this is all the stuff that I filled up today. So we've got the tumbles down the bottom. There's a bunch of lads in today. There must have been 6 of them. They've been in before, but separately in like 2s, but all of them came in today. They were like, is that salt? I was like, yeah, don't lick it. Why not? I said, well, for one, it's Himalayan salt. It's extremely salty, and it's got dust on. Why would you want to lick it? So yeah, Himalayan salt. We've got the worry dolls. As we move up, I've added some backflow cones down here because the new stock is just above. The Himalayan salt, the aroma candles, that's all up there. And then over here, the aromatherapy roll-ons are back. They're so good. This is my favourite smell. Wake Up is wonderful. It's mandarin, grapefruit and lime. I have this one. I filled up all of the oils, and now we've got massage oils as well. Nag shampoo, warming and uplifting, muscle ease. They used to sound really well, but you know, due to funds, you can't always get this stuff in. But I've managed to do a nice restock. Doing the market last week definitely helped, and it's looking a lot more crystally and spiritual and fabulous. And then we've got the new stuff over here. It's looking really good. I need a bit of a yarn fill up though, so that's on my to-do list. The chenille that I've got, we've only got 2 left, so I need some more chenille. But it's looking fab. I'm very pleased. Right, I need to get on and pick stuff to take with me. First time in ages, Simon was home before me from the shop, and look, he's made the dinner. Ain't it lovely? We've got jacket potato, fish and lots of peas. That's very kind of you, Simon. I was going to do Hunter's chicken, but this is wonderful. So, how was that day?
It was good.
It was good.
Because it was sharp.
So it's now 6:30. I've had my tea. I'm upstairs trying to work out these bum bags that I made, and I got it wrong the first time. So I've just pulled it out and I'm putting it back in again. So what you do, right, if you're interested, bum bag, zip, lining, all done. But then you've got this glider thing that attaches, and you can kind of loosen off, oh dear, loosen off the length, and you know, make sure you've got the right sized bum bag. I've just got to fit the other bit on the other end, kind of figure out how long I want to make it, and then that'll be one done. I'll get the other one done, get them on the website, and I'm just going to edit this vlog because it's getting late and it needs to be ready for 8 o'clock tonight. So I best sign off so I can do that very job. Tomorrow I will continue vlogging, probably at the market. And Sunday, I don't really have any plans as yet, but I think I need to take photos of the Halloween stuff because that is getting launched onto the website on Monday. So thank you so much for watching this vlog. If you are new here and you're still watching the video, thank you loads. I'll see you in the next one.